everybody, Gigi here from GGmadeit.com, coming to you with another video. For those of you that are new, welcome to my channel. And for those of you that have been with me for a while, hey guys. Well, I wanted to come with a Technique Tuesday. I am working on my next project utilizing the brand new yarn from Wool and the Gang called Tina, and I'm making a shawl, and I will put the name of the shawl. It's something love. It's not sticking with me, but what I'm coming to you for is because I am loving this herringbone stitch, and this one is new to me, so I figured this would be something good to do a tutorial on, a how-to. So I've been playing around. So let's see if we can get this to focus. Doing it on different gauges. This is a fingering weight yarn. I believe this is the Nice and Knit yarn from my Spring Fever shawl. And I utilized a size 6. And why I'm doing it on different sizes, different gauges, to kind of let you see that this stitch is beautiful no matter the gauge. And you know me, right? My love for all things gigantic and chunky. So I pulled out some Freya, bulky, and look, this stitch is just magnificent. It doesn't really matter the gauge. So this is a super bulky yarn, and I'm utilizing, come on, focus baby, a US 19. It doesn't want to focus, which is a 15 millimeter, right? But you still get nice texture. So how do you do this? If that is your next question, then I have the answer. Okay, so let's get into how this stitch comes to life. This stitch is created on a 2-row repeat, right? You have your right side and your wrong side, and you just repeat that to get this look. So I already started. This is yarn, don't get me to lying. I believe I got it off of Etsy. But I will put the written instructions on the screen around here somewhere, as well as down in the description box. But let's get started. Row 1, right? Or your right facing row. Your first stitch, you want to knit. And you're always going to knit that first stitch. So let me add this in, guys. I forgot to say this. You're going to start with an even number of stitches. And I believe I did 16 for this example. Let's just double check. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Correct. So on your right side, you're always going to knit that first stitch. And now here comes the repeat, the pattern, if you will. You're going to slip the first stitch. You're going to knit a stitch. Then you're going to pass your slip stitch over. We're all familiar there. And now here comes the trick. Instead of passing that over and dropping it off the needle, you're going to keep it on your left hand needle. And then you're going to knit into that passed over slip. And you see how it makes like a little necklace, if you will, over those 2 stitches. So let's do that again. You're going to slip a stitch. You're going to knit a stitch. You're going to pass that slip stitch over. And now we're going to knit into that passed over stitch. And you have your necklace. And you're going to repeat that for the row. So slip, knit, pass over, knit into your passed over stitch. Oops. Slip, and we're slipping knitwise. If you notice, I didn't say that, forgive me. Pass over, you slipped over, knit into that stitch. Slip knitwise, knit 1, pass over your slip stitch. Don't drop it because we need to knit into it. Slip knitwise, knit one. We want to go back and get that passed over, that slip stitch, and pass it over, but don't drop it because we need to knit into it. Right? And we're going to repeat that until we have one stitch left. So we have one more set of repeat to go. Right? I'm slipping knitwise. I'm knitting this one. I'm going back for that slip stitch. I'm going to pass it over, but don't drop it. Knit into it. And then that last stitch, we're going to knit. So that is your right side. And again, I like to call it a little necklace over, and you see how it kind of separates the stitches into two, right? Now the wrong side, we're going to turn over, and here we're going to do a purl two together, but the specialness comes in where we're not going to drop them off. We're going to purl two together, then we're going to purl into that first stitch before we slide it off the left hand needle. So let me show you what I mean here. So we need to purl two together. So you want to grab those two stitches, purl as normal, whether you're a thrower or a picker, you purl, right? And here normally the next action would be to slide these two stitches off the needle, but we don't want to do that. We want to go back into that first stitch and purl that. And now we slide them off. So let's do that again. Purl two together. So there's my purl two together, but don't drop it yet. Go back and purl that first stitch again, and now pull them both off. Let's do that again. Purl two together. Don't drop it. Go back and get that first stitch. Now we can drop it off. Purl two together. Don't drop it, not yet. Purl that first one. Drop the two together. Purl two together. Go back, purl that first stitch only. And now they both can go. Purl two together. And we're going to do this to the end of the row. And because we're doing even stitches, we're going to be able to repeat this right until we're finished. Two together, don't take it off. Go back and get that first stitch. Pull them off together. Purl two together. Go back and get that first one. And you keep repeating that. So you see what happened. If I can point it out here, when we came across the right side, the necklace was leaning towards the left. When we come on the back side, the necklace across the two is leaning across the right. So what you do is continue that 2-row repeat until you get your scarf, cowl, whatever length you want. And that is how you do the herringbone stitch. So here's a finished swatch. I did a few more rows and I cast off or bound off. I did a traditional bind off, but this is a beautiful stitch, and I thought I would come in and use this for my Technique Tuesday as it's a part of my current whip. So I really like it. I don't know that I've done it before, but I mean, this could be a nice edging, and then do, you know, on the bottom, and, you know, do the body stockinette perhaps, and the top back in this, or just the whole, you know, I love texture. So this is a winner. Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe because I will be coming back with more videos. This is Gigi from GGmadeit.com. Thank you.